Hey everyone, Val here, and this morning's breakfast is a rice cake, and I put peanut butter and honey on top. It's like a creamed honey. I got half of a banana. I'm going to eat the other half of the banana for lunch with my yogurt, and then I have my grapefruit, and I have my fiber drink that I use to take my vitamins with. That's going to be breakfast this morning. This afternoon, I'm just going to do my yogurt that I normally do. I may add a little bit of oatmeal to it, and I have a couple of strawberries, like maybe 3 strawberries left, that I'll put in it with my banana, and probably take a few grapes. I have a couple of grapes left, so I'll probably eat those. And that's probably going to be my lunch. I'm going to have a busy day. I need to edit some video. And I need to make a potato salad, a 5-pound bag of potatoes to make a potato salad, and then 2 pies. I'm going to make 2 coconut pies, and they're going to be taken up to the women's club because they're having their 40th annual fried oyster and ham dinner on tomorrow, on Saturday night. So I'm going to be helping with that, but I've got to take those things up there. So I'm going to make those today. So I'll probably edit my video this morning, then I'll make my pies that I need to make in my potato salad. I've already got the potatoes cooked. I cooked the potatoes yesterday. I put them in the refrigerator to get cold so they're easier to cut that way. It's not good to try to cut them while they're hot. So what else? My tomato plants are coming along nicely. I got about 15 up now, and I have, looks like 1 Brussels sprout coming up now, and 4 cucumber plants. So they're coming along, coming out nicely. I'm just waiting to see if there's going to be some growth on the strawberries and cabbage and some of the other things I planted. It seems like it's going really slowly, but I'm still hoping. It's only been about a week and a half since I planted the stuff, so maybe even less than that on a couple of the items that I planted later. I'm going to eat. I'm going to go back and edit some video because I'm going to have a busy weekend. Tomorrow is Rachel's birthday, Steve's daughter Rachel, and we're going to go meet her for lunch, and then I got to come back and go up to the women's club and help them out with their dinner. Then Sunday is Zane's birthday, our grandson Zane, and we're going to go down to Farmville to take him out to lunch. So it's going to be a busy weekend. We got a lot of stuff to get done this weekend. The craft fair is coming up in a couple of weeks, so I've got to get all of my stuff together for that. I'm still working on some like last minute stuff that it's kind of Halloween, so it's not anything that I'm really concerned to have done, because the theme really of the craft fair is Mother's Day, so I'm not, like gonna sweat it if I don't get some Halloween stuff done. I have plenty of the other stuff done, but I thought I would use up, I have a lot of Halloween material that I wanted to use up, so I thought that I would, since I got really enough stuff for the Mother's Day stuff, I'd just put together some Halloween stuff and throw that in there. I don't know that I'll do any craft fairs this summer. It's not that I'm in the business to do craft fairs. It's just something I'm using for missions so that I can get some missions, so I can go on some missions trips, get some missions funds together, so I can join some of these mission trips this year and next year. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if you guys' car insurance is going up or not, or your house insurance, our insurance bill jumped so high. I called the insurance people, and we're going to change a couple of things on our vehicles. We're not less coverage, but I don't really go anywhere unless I'm going to New York to see my mom, or we're going on a road trip or something. Locally, I don't really do that much. I don't maybe go out once a week or something if I want to go grocery shopping. Or if I'm volunteering, that's Christmas time, or the spring or fall fundraiser for the radio station. So I'm not really using my car a lot. So, and even when I was working, I didn't use my car, and I should have thought of doing this before because I had a work vehicle that I used all the time. But you can do a limited mileage on your car. Like if I use it under 7,000 miles a year, I can have insurance for 7,000 miles, and if I go over that, you just pay a little extra or whatever. But when I got the paperwork yesterday, I noticed that it doesn't count road trips. Like if you go over 250 miles in a day, like if I'm going to New York, it only counts 250 miles. It doesn't count the other, like it's 500 and some miles to my mom's house in New York. So if I go up to New York and I do it in a day, because 9.5 hours, that's doable for a day. A little bit more than I'd like to do, but you know, if I leave early in the morning, I can get there, you know, before dark. So if I do that in a day, it's only counting 250 miles. If I split it up, even if I split it up and did 250 miles a day, it's not going to count anything over the 250 miles. So, you know, I'd have to look at it and see what's more beneficial to me as far as the mileage on my car. But it's doable, and it's not going to count all those miles for road trips. So to me, that makes sense to do it. They monitor it. They email you, because they put a little box in your car, but they email you your mileage every month, so you can kind of see where you are. And I kind of think I'm going to give it a shot and see if it works. We also have that other little truck sitting in the yard that Steve's going to rebuild the engine, but we don't use the truck, and we keep insurance on it, just liability, and if a tree falls on it or something. But they're going to put a box in that too, and I told him we don't drive it. And maybe he took it down to get some stone, because he's building that little stone garden on the side of the garage, but that was like maybe 6 or 7 miles from the house, and he had issues with it coming back. Because there's engine issues with it. But that's like the first time in a couple of years I've even seen it leave the yard. So they're going to put a box on that one for 500 miles per year, which it's not even going to do that. It'd be lucky if it does 20 miles per year, because it's really not functioning right now. And if he does get the engine fixed in it and decide to use it and park the other truck, because the other truck uses more gas, then we can adjust the insurance at that point. But we're going to go ahead and put a box on that one too, so we're not paying as much insurance. It actually cut our insurance per year down by doing this and tweaking a couple other little things. Cut our insurance down over $1,000 per year, which is ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous that they're charging that much. But because we're paying like $3,000 a year or something for 2 vehicles, and one that we don't use that sits in the yard that we have to have licensed because it sits in the yard, and that's the laws around here that if there's a car in your yard, it has to be licensed. So so that's, you know, that's something to think about with insurance. If you have a car but you really don't drive it over, you know, 5,000, 7,000 miles per year, to put limited policy on it like that. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to take my vitamins, eat my breakfast, and go and start to edit some videos so that I can get in here and start cooking my pies or baking my pies and making my potato salad. And then I'm not going out today. It's thunderstorm last night. It's supposed to storm again today, so I am not going out anywhere today. I don't see a need to, but I'll go back in the craft room and work back there. So that's my plan for today. I'm in my craft room. I've edited 2 of the videos that I had. I am uploading this one. It's on sticky buns. That should have been aired a couple of days ago. So if you haven't seen that one, these are really good. The only suggestion I have with this is I made the syrup in this, and then I let the dough rise, and I cut the dough, rolled it out, everything, and the dough had to rise once the sticky buns were cut for an hour. So I would wait to make the syrup until later, because the syrup after it was cooked was a little bit hard. So I think if I do this again, and I probably will, I've only made this I think once before, but I think I will wait till the sticky buns are cut to make the syrup, so it's not sitting as long. Anyway, that's my only suggestion on this video. The buns were really good. Everybody loved the buns, but I think personally the syrup was a little harder than I wanted it to be. And I don't know if it's because it sat so long. So that's my only suggestion on those. So I'm going to go to the kitchen now. I'm going to start making my 2 pies and my potato salad. I'm not going to have you guys watching me do that because I've made these pies for you before. So if you want to go back into my videos and just search coconut pie, I'm sure that it's in there at least one time, probably 2 or more. But because I've made it in New York and stuff before. It seems like every time I go to New York, I make it for us because my brother-in-law likes coconut pie and I like it, and Steve doesn't eat it, so I don't make it down here. So I'm going to go make my potato salad and my coconut pie, and I don't know how long that'll take. It's going on, I think, like 11 o'clock right now in the morning. So it'll probably take me a couple of hours maybe. And then I can do some crafts back here in the craft room. I don't have a whole lot of other things scheduled to do today. So just kind of like a relax and do some cooking and editing kind of day. Alright, the potato salad is done. That's a 5-pound bag of potatoes. And then the 2 pies, these are coconut pies, they're done. And in the refrigerator. So I am done. It took much longer than I thought it was going to be. These are deep dish, so I had to end up doing 3 batches of the filling because each pie took like a batch and a half. I did have a little bit left over, so I made 2 little pudding cups with the coconut pie filling. But I finished it up. I had a bit of an issue with the pies. I wanted to make the pie crust from scratch. So I started out and I used a single pie crust recipe out of my Betty Crocker book. And as I was making it, I realized I didn't have enough flour. I had wheat flour and a little bit of the regular flour. So I needed 4 cups. So I used 3 cups of the regular self-rising flour and a cup of the wheat flour. And I doubled everything except for the water. I forgot to double the water in the pie crust. Now it looked pretty in the pie pans until I baked it. And when I baked it, one of the pie crusts kind of slid down into the pie pan and they were really crumbly. Like I could just take them after they were cooked and just crumble them. So I couldn't use those, and I didn't have any flour left. So I had to stop what I was doing and run to the grocery store. I picked up a bag of flour, some more Crisco because I was just about out of Crisco, and then I found 2 made from scratch, pre-made deep dish pie crusts. So I bought them. I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. I bought them, and I really wanted to make the pie crust from scratch, but by this point it was getting later in the day, and I just said I needed to finish the potato salad and I needed to get the pies made. So I cooked the pre-made pie crust. They turned out great. Finished up my potato salad, and then I made the pie filling. I made a double batch, and it filled up one of the pies and half of the other pie. So I quickly made a single batch so I could finish filling up the second pie, and it had a little bit left over. So it's been one of those days. Just didn't seem to go right. No matter what I tried to do, just didn't seem to go right. So, but I'm done, and I'm going to go sit down. Steve's on his way home. We're going to have leftovers again for dinner because I have some leftover shepherd's pie in the refrigerator. So I think I'm going to go sit down and do a little Bible study. And that'll be it for today. It's been a long afternoon. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. And remember, it's all about the adventure. And today was an adventure in cooking. That's for sure. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye, everyone.